Wouldn't be Ryan the Great, and today we are talking the Milwaukee Bucks, guys. They are 3-7 ever since Doc Rivers has been hired by this team, and it is not looking good for the Milwaukee Bucks. As we are in the All-Star break, I told you guys we're getting some basketball videos out. It started out with the Jock Vaughn fire. We reacted to that yesterday, or 2 days ago, sorry. And then yesterday we reacted to, we did a Sully's top five teams in the NBA as we are in the All-Star break, and now we're going to be talking a little bit of the Milwaukee Bucks and their problems. So more videos to come. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother Let Me Rate Vlogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Brad the Cod Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X at RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast, and make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Great Podcast. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's go into the video and let's roll that intro. Wouldn't be Ryan the Great, and today it'll be intercepted! The defensive line. What the hell are you doing? No effort whatsoever when it came to the defense. That he is 0 for 2 today. Come on, Stotty. Stop! 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 Red Slam! First pitch! Bring him in! Braxton! Stop! Ring that! Yeah! Oh, damn. 1, 2, 3. What? Alright, let's get in the video. So starting off, why has Doc Rivers not really worked out so far? I think they obviously have a lot of time, and they definitely can turn this around. I think the All-Star break might do them pretty well. They also came off a pretty tough road trip in the past couple of games. But I think the playoffs are really all that matters. Obviously, based off of what happened last year, Giannis got injured. They lost in the first round to the Miami Heat, who ultimately ended up winning the Eastern Conference. But I think the reason it hasn't really worked with Doc Rivers so far is that they fixed their defense, which was expected because Doc Rivers, had the Sixers as one of the top defenses in the NBA last season. So they fixed their defense. Then they can't score the basketball, so now they're terrible on the offense. Ever since Doc Rivers has arrived, they're top 10 in defensive efficiency. And ever since Doc Rivers has arrived, they've been in 20s in offensive efficiency. With Adrian Griffin, it was the roles reversed. So you fix one problem, then you create a new problem. The problems can't stop for the Milwaukee Bucks at the current moment in time. And the problem is, with Giannis, Dame, Middleton, who has not had a good year at all, 14 points per game. I understand Damian Lillard is there and all, but he's not even shooting the basketball too well. Chris Middleton, there's a problem with him. Ever since that injury that he had a couple of seasons ago, he's just not looked like himself. And Brook Lopez, I don't know why they can't score the basketball. It just doesn't make sense. I don't think the Giannis and Dame pick and roll has been utilized to its full potential. And in my opinion, I think this is 100% speculation. I think it could come down to their conditioning. I mean, when I say that, I mean they might not be able to put in as much effort offensively because they're so tired from the defensive end. They've gotten all this criticism about being a bad defensive team after being one of the best last year with Mike Budenholzer. So they might have to, try to address the problem on the defensive end, and in turn they're creating a problem on the offensive end because they're not conditioned enough to, put in that much effort and score the basketball like they should be. It's just a thought. That's really the only reason I can think of. I mean, that is, I think it's a reasonable answer. I mean, I don't know if Giannis is the one who's not conditioned because, he is in peak physical condition. You could point to the rest of the team. I'm not so sure. But, that's really the only reason I could think of because this team should not be struggling right now. This team should be on, one of the top 2 teams, probably the second best team in the East, maybe the second best record in the NBA if you want to put them above the Timberwolves at their full potential. I can definitely see that. I'm not so sure what's wrong with them. Anyway, are they really first-round exits, or am I just overreacting on this one? Or are people overreacting? Because it's been said that by some big-time analysts, the Milwaukee Bucks are a first round exit team? I think they possibly can be, and I'm going to tell you why. It's not because they're so terrible and because they can't figure it out, but it's because of the competition. The Indiana Pacers, fully healthy, they can't really defend much, which could make a better matchup for the Milwaukee Bucks. But they can score on anybody. No matter how good your defense is, they can score the basketball. Tyrese Halliburton, when healthy, has the chance to be in MVP contention in a couple of seasons. You obviously have Miles Turner. He can definitely score the basketball, get you 15 and 10. Pascal Siakam, very versatile power forward. You obviously have Nembhard. You have Mathurin. You got your younger guys as well. They have a very complete roster. And when they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks, it could be a good matchup for the Bucks. But when it comes to their defense, those problems can arise once again when you're facing a team that scores the ball so effectively. I think Philly, even with a partially healthy Joel Embiid, saying Embiid does come back, could be a bit of a problem. Not saying the Bucks get the 4 seed, Sixers get the 5 seed, or roles reversed, whatever you want to say. It could possibly happen. That could be a tough matchup. So unless they turn this around, I could definitely see them being first-round exits. And even if they do get out of the first round, I highly doubt they're getting out of the second round. The New York Knicks are looking like one of the best teams in the NBA when healthy. Obviously, they need to get Julius Randle and OG Anunoby back. Jalen Brunson is an MVP candidate. I'm not sure why he's not higher in the rankings. You're going to have Hartenstein coming back. You're going to have Mitchell Robinson coming back soon. This roster is very complete. They can score the basketball. They can play really, really good defense. And they really should put it all together when fully healthy. I think that, I don't think they can really beat them. The Cleveland Cavaliers are looking really good. They can score the basketball very effectively as well. They have a really good interior defense. They're nothing to sneeze at. And then obviously the Boston Celtics, who are the top-rated offensive efficiency team in the NBA and rated third in defensive efficiency, first in net rating. I'm looking at them right now, and there's no way. I don't think anybody can beat the Boston Celtics this season. I have them winning the championship. But if the Milwaukee Bucks are first-round exits, or if they only at least get to the conference finals, I think Giannis Antetokounmpo is most to blame here. You can obviously blame Doc Rivers if you really want to. I don't think he's much of the problem. I think he, is coming in to try and help this team. Obviously joining a team in the middle of the season, with expectations can definitely suck. I heard what J.J. Redick had to say with, the excuses with Doc Rivers. I definitely hear it. And maybe he doesn't take enough ownership. I'm not so sure. That could be a bit of a problem as well. Maybe him and maybe him and Giannis, who has really been in his own head, aren't really going to get along too well. But, Giannis has got to get along with this coach because he wanted Jason Kidd gone. He wanted Mike Budenholzer gone. He wanted Adrian Griffin. Then after 40-something games, he wanted Adrian Griffin gone. That was very unfair. Even Doc Rivers didn't understand why Adrian Griffin was gone. Giannis is really turning into a LeBron James. I don't know why anybody would want to play with Giannis Antetokounmpo right now. And he's saying that, I'm going to leave if you don't get me players to help me win a championship. Well, what the hell star player is going to want to play with you? You're the coach, you're the player, you're the general manager. Seems like you're doing everything, exactly like LeBron James. He wanted Damian Lillard. Guess what? Damian Lillard is shooting 42% from the field and 34% from 3. I'm not trying to put all the blame on Damian Lillard. He's obviously playing very well for his age right now. Obviously 24 points per game at 33, 34 years old. You can't really expect much more from Damian Lillard. And obviously there are a lot of guys who have to get the basketball. But I think if the Milwaukee Bucks go out first round, Giannis really has to be the blame here. You shouldn't put it that much on Doc Rivers. You obviously could do that if things continue to slide and, things don't get any better. But I definitely think that Giannis should receive most of the blame if the Milwaukee Bucks do not make it out of the first round or get to the Eastern Conference Finals. We'll have to see. That'll do it for the video, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe with the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother Learn the Great Vlogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Ryan the Card Great. Make sure you guys go find me on X at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go find me on TikTok at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast. And make sure you guys go find me on Twitter at Ryan the Great Podcast. And as always, Ryan the Great out. Peace.